You sure you don't owe me $20?
It can't be me. I never lie and I never forget a debt.
You're a hell of a woman. Stop. You owe me $20?
You owe me 10.
Oh, I'll get back to you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jan, you owe me $20.
Well, hello to you too, Lois.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that somebody around here owes me $20.
It's me.
Oh, good. Can I have it back?
Well, I'm a little short today. Don't say it. Look, I'm running a little bit late, so would you mind setting up for me while I get changed?
Sure.
I had to go to the airport and pick up my friend Annie, and I got a little hung up.
Annie? Oh, your old friend from high school.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in years, and she's finally come to L.A., so we're gonna go out tomorrow night and do some damage.
Jan, what is this? Are you late? Why is someone always late? Do you girls do this on purpose to drive me crazy?
That's a good idea.
Jan, go get changed. Oh, and put on some makeup.
I'm wearing makeup.
Oh, that's too bad.
And down I go, round and round I go in a spin. Hey, loving that spin I'm in. Love you, loving that old black magic call.
Well, there goes my reunion. Looks like TV, pizza, and old Leslie Gore records for me and Annie.
Why?
My mother's got the flu. She can't watch Ellen for me tomorrow night.
That's not too late. Get a babysitter.
Nah, never use them. They're either too young to care or too old to stay awake. Besides, I just don't feel right leaving Ellen with a stranger.
No, that's because she's your first. I was the same way. When she gets older, you'll find you won't be so overprotective.
I'm not overprotective. I just don't trust anyone with my kid.
I see.
Whenever my folks left me with a babysitter, I thought they were giving me away.
Listen, Jan. Jan, why don't you let Ellen stay at my house tomorrow night? Amy's going to be spending the night with a friend. She can stay in her room. She and Joey are the same age. She'd love to have the company.
Oh, Lois, it's your night off. What if your husband wants to do something special?
We'll wait till the kids go to bed.
Jan, you want to pick up this fish, or do you want it to swim over to you?
I'm sorry, Mario.
You know, my wife and I always had trouble getting babysitters when our kids were growing up.
Were you nervous, too?
Not me, the babysitters. Our kids were so wild, they used to have to watch them from outside the house.
Thank you. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
You know, I was just gonna ask you the same question.
You were?
Yeah. I've had my eye on you all night. What's shaking?
Could you excuse me for just 1 sec?
What's wrong with you?
For 2 years, I've been asking pretty ladies, what's shaking? Finally, one asked me, and I couldn't tell her.
Well, you better get back to her before her drugs wear off.
Sorry, I was just a little dry.
Well, I'm glad you're back. I thought I lost you there for a second.
May I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Are you a transvestite?
And he has a sense of humor, too. Hi, I'm Betty Moore.
Sonny Man, singer, composer, musical arrangements for all occasions.
So, Sonny Man, singer, composer, musical arrangements for all occasions. What time you get off?
Hey, with all my encores, who can say?
Well, I'll just stick around, have a drink after dinner. Besides, I love to listen to you play.
Got any requests?
1 million. But I'll wait until after you get off work.
Nancy, can I go home early?
How early?
What time is it now?
Sonny, is this an emergency?
No, it's just an incredible stroke of luck.
Lois, I feel so secure knowing you're going to be watching Ellen. I mean, if I trust anyone with my kid, it'd be you. Do you have enough blankets?
Yeah, blanket, sheets, towels. It's a regular home.
Lois, do you know Cinderella?
Not personally.
What I mean is, my mother always tells Ellen the story of Cinderella before she goes to bed. So if you could tell her the story before she goes to bed, it might put her more at ease.
Okay, I'll try.
Thanks. Lois,
Can you do this voice?
Why?
Because this is the wicked stepmother's voice. You see,
my mother and I always do Cinderella in voices. But you gotta be careful not to make the voice too wicked, otherwise Ellen might have nightmares.
Jan, I don't do voices.
Lois, you said you'd try to make her feel comfortable. Just try.
All right, I'll try.
How's this?
pretty good, but not as good as this. Now, try Cinderella, Cinderella. Mop the floor and clean the cellar.
Cinderella, Cinderella, mop the floor and clean the cellar.
You know, I could be working them too hard. Then again, I don't care.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sonny. You mind if I change?
Why not? I have. From now on, Sonny's a one-woman man.
What's with him?
He's in love. And this time, not with himself.
Hi, how'd the girls' night out go?
Terrific. I feel awful. You know, I've always been sorry Annie didn't live in L.A. Now I'm glad. We'd have so much fun we'd die.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh, did Ellen behave herself?
Oh, she was terrific. No problem at all.
Good. She said, you let her stay awake to watch creature features.
Yeah. I was afraid to watch it alone.
It's kind of late for a school night, isn't it?
Well, I didn't know you wanted her in bed at any special time.
Oh, no. I'm sure you knew what you were doing. I just usually don't let her stay up that late.
Oh, by the way, she forgot her overnight bag.
She'd forget her head if it wasn't attached. Lois?
Yeah.
What's this?
Modern sex? You found this in Ellen's bag?
Yeah. What would my daughter be doing with something like this?
Like what?
This. I'm sorry.
What's up? Jan found smut in her daughter's bag. What kind of smut?
This.
Bob and Cindy are balloonists and they hail from California. Boy, don't they get cold going up in a balloon like that?
Dot, she's nothing. He's all right. But, you know, that's a great-looking hot air balloon.
Would you forget the balloon? Look at the balloonists. Now, what would my daughter be doing with a magazine like this?
Maybe she's curious about sex.
She's 10. The only question I had about sex when I was 10 was whether I was a boy or a girl.
Well, kids are exposed to more these days. These magazines, they're right there on the rack at the supermarket next to the sugarless gum.
Well, I don't like it.
Neither do I. You have to handle it the best you can. How did your mother tell you about sex?
She didn't. She wouldn't even say the word. She'd spell it and leave out the X.
Well, how'd you learn?
I didn't. Well, I picked it up in bits and pieces from my friends in high school. I got so much bad information that for years I thought you couldn't get pregnant without a Chevy.
Oh, well, see, my mom was a nurse, so when the time came, she sat me down and explained everything to me very clinically. And when she got finished, I thought she was joking.
Well, Bill and I try to answer the kids' questions as they come up. I think we've answered most of them. Unless there's some new ones we don't know about.
I never really had any questions. I just kind of had a knack for it. But there were still several guys who wanted to explain it to me anyhow.
Well, I don't want Ellen to learn like that.
Then you have to talk to her.
But I don't even know where to start.
My mom didn't know where to start either. So she let Bess teach me about having babies.
Who was Bess? Your nanny?
No, she was our cow.
I'm not sure I want to hear the rest of this.
See, we put Bess in the pen with our bull, Big Moo. Then after a while, Bess had Little Moo, and that's how I found it.
We know where little moos come from.
Well, I didn't.
What I want to know is where this magazine came from.
Where'd you find it?
I found it in Ellen's overnight bag. She spent the night with Joey. Lois.
Wait a minute.
I think I have to go to the bathroom.
I think that we better call Joey about this.
What makes you think that Ellen got this from Joey?
Because boys have these. Girls don't have these. This is the kind of thing you find in your father's sock drawer.
All right, Jen, listen. Even if Joey did give it to Ellen, we have to handle this right. Otherwise, we could mess up the kid's attitude about sex.
And this won't?
The point is, if we make a big scene, we're only going to make it worse. This isn't something you handle over the telephone. Now, let me talk to Joey in the morning, and then I'll get back to you and tell you what happened.
Should we wait that long?
I don't think Joey will strike again before dawn.
Okay, I'll wait, but just till tomorrow. I'm upset.
Well, I'm upset, too. And you're making me even more upset.
Look at this filth. Sure. Cassie.
Well, you asked me.
Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love.
Yes.
Is that for me?
Hold, please. Sonny, this phone is for dinner reservations. Why would someone call you on this phone? In fact, why would anyone call you at all?
I left Betty this number.
Sonny, taking personal calls on this phone is against the rules.
There are no rules in love, Nancy.
What are the rules for firing a clown in a cheap tuxedo?
Nancy, haven't you ever been in love?
Sonny, that's none of your business. No, go away. I have things to do. Yes?
I have things to do.
She probably has to find a rock and shed skin.
Sonny, what's wrong?
Oh, I've been trying to call Betty all day, and all I get is her answering machine.
So, did you leave her a message?
10. I even sang 3.
Don't worry, I'm sure she'll call.
Sure. She might even surprise me and come by. That's the kind of hairpin she is.
Hey, Sonny.
Hi, babe. All right, Betty, who's the dude?
Oh, Sonny, this is Rick. Rick, this is Sonny.
Save it, buddy. I might need that hand in a minute.
Who is this guy?
Will you excuse me for a minute, please?
Sure.
I got my eye on you, pal.
Sonny, what's going on?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
What are you talking about? I'm having dinner with a friend.
Here? Right in front of my face? Couldn't you at least have had the decency to do it behind my back?
Sonny, what are you talking about? The other night you said no strings, no nothing. You told me you were a hang loose kind of guy.
Hey, I can hang loose with the best of them. I can also fall apart pretty good.
Would you rather we ate somewhere else?
What I'd rather do is tie that guy's nose in a slip knot. But anyway, I thought we had something special.
Sonny, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression. But one night is not a relationship.
You told me you never met anyone like me before.
Who has? Look, it was great fun, and I'd love to do it again sometime.
Forget it. What kind of guy do you think I am?
Hey, you're a great guy. And I'm sorry if I hurt you.
You're sorry.
I think we better leave.
I'm acting crazy, don't you?
Crazy, no. Overreacting, yes.
Well, I'm divorced. I have a child and no husband to check with. For all I know, when boys hit 9, they get their permanent molars and a copy of Penthouse magazine.
Jan, take it easy. Here you are, sir.
Look, obviously your children are being raised more sexually advanced. I just wish I had known that before I let Ellen sleep over.
Jan, my son is 10. He plays Little League. He's never been rounded up by the Vice Squad. My daughter is 13 and still childless. I think we're doing okay.
Lois, I know I said I could wait, but I can't wait. Why don't you just call Joey and ask him what he and Ellen talked about when he gave her the magazine?
Jan, I have a plan. You raise your kids and I'll raise mine. And just let's not talk about this again. As a matter of fact, just don't say anything to me about anything. If a hand grenade lands at my feet, say nothing.
It would be my pleasure.
Good. And you still owe me $20.
Lois, guess what? We're still open.
Oh, I'm just going back.
Good. Having to treat mature women as if they were children. Oh.
Look, Joey, honey, first of all, I want you to know that you're not in any trouble, okay?
Okay.
Sit. But even though you're not in trouble, that doesn't mean that I'm not upset, concerned about this. You do understand why I'm concerned.
Yes.
Sit. Look, there's certain things in life that you're just not ready for, you know? Like driving a car. You're not ready for that. And, you're not ready for those magazines.
Why not? You and Dad explained all that man-woman stuff to me already. You said there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, there isn't. There isn't. Sex is a good, healthy thing when it's right. But those magazines only give you half the picture.
What was missing?
Love. You see, love and sex should go together. Now, the ideas in those magazines aren't about that, and I just feel that until you're old enough to understand the difference, you should just stay away from them. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you get those magazines anyway? I mean, is somebody selling that stuff to you kids?
Mom, I'm not gonna rat on anybody.
Well, I'm not asking you to rat on anybody. Just, tell.
Okay. Ralphie traded it to me for my Swiss Army knife.
Where did Ralphie get it?
He bought it from Bobby.
And where'd he get it?
From Jimmy for his Kiss album. And Jimmy found it taped to the bottom of his big brother's clothes hamper.
Okay, honey, one more question. Why did you give it to Ellen?
So, what'd you think?
I thought it was interesting.
What do you mean, interesting?
Well, I've never seen naked people ski before.
Oh, well, did Joey tell you how they keep warm?
No,
Then why did he give it to you?
Joey didn't give it to me.
Joey, are you telling me the truth? You really didn't give it to her?
Mom, are you nuts? I traded my knife for that. I thought you took it. Besides, she's a girl. You don't give those type of things to girls.
Oh, okay, I believe you.
That'll teach me to show anybody my hiding place. I have to figure out a new one before she comes over again.
I guess that means you forgive Ellen for borrowing it, huh?
Why not? She's just a kid. What does she know?
Come here a minute.
What?
Hey, I want you to do me a favor. If you have any questions, no matter what it is, I want you to come and ask your dad or me, all right?
Okay, but I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to look.
Right. You better get to school. Hey, wait a minute. Where are your socks?
I guess I forgot. Isn't it okay if I just walk low so my pants touch my shoes?
No.
Oh, well, this is just great. Here I lay the whole thing on my best friend's kid, and mine turns out to be the culprit.
I'm sorry, Mom. I know I shouldn't have taken it, but I was really curious.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie. I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at myself. Of course you're curious. I don't blame you for being curious. It's okay to be curious.
It is?
Sure, as long as you can come to me with it.
Well, I was kind of embarrassed.
You shouldn't be.
I shouldn't?
No. If you're going to talk to anybody about sex, it should be me.
Want to talk now?
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you give me a minute? I think I need a cup of coffee on this one.
Sure.
Now? Oh. Hi, Lois. I have to talk to you.
No, you don't.
Listen, I talked to Ellen last night and straightened the whole thing out.
Good. Well, I talked to Joey, so let's just forget about it.
Good. Are you still mad at me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I made a mistake. Look, I'm sorry that I accused Joey of giving the magazine to Ellen.
That's not what I meant about it.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry that I tried to get you to call Joey.
No, I'm not mad about that either.
Oh. So what are you mad about?
Your attitude.
My attitude? My attitude? Nobody's been mad at me because of my attitude since high school.
Well, I am. You flew off the handle.
I always fly off the handle.
Well, this time you picked the wrong subject. My kids are out of bounds for flying off the handle.
Look, Lois, I was scared and confused. I didn't know what else to do. And when I get like that, I fly off the handle, okay? You were right. I was wrong, and I promise I'm never going to fly off the handle about your kids again, okay?
That was an apology, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good. I accept.
Good.
Hey, how about that $20 you owe me?
We take a check?
You have identification?
I ain't have a check.